Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight I'm here to give you guys my opinions on Kalistacat and the situation that was surrounding her that I've been mentioned a couple times in as well. I just wanted to be fully transparent and share my thoughts on how I'm feeling. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so this is going to be really casual and it might be a little bit scatterbrain. If you have no idea who Kalistacat is, then this video is probably not for you. You can catch my next one because it'll be very confusing because you have no idea who I'm talking about. So first let's talk about how I know Kalistacat. Kalistacat has been a subscriber of mine and she is one of the subscribers that contacted me via DM and I had a casual conversation with her. She had a channel of her own and she saw some things on YouTube that she didn't really care for. She made a video talking about me and some of the things that she saw that she didn't like, and that was that. As far as a complete side note, when it comes to, and I need this to be heard loud and clear, when it comes to one of my subscribers or anyone else on YouTube making a video and my name is mentioned, it has nothing to do with me. Nobody else is my mouthpiece. Nobody else is on this platform to speak for me. The things that I address, and I've done that several times in videos. Nobody on this platform is my mouthpiece. Nobody is being, it's not some kind of orchestrated way of creating content where I'm like behind a veil like it's Wizard of Oz and I'm controlling other people and what kind of content they put out. It has nothing to do with me. Have I been very cordial with people who contact me and want to strike up a conversation? I have. And unfortunately, unfortunately that's going to change in the future because I have realized that being friendly with subscribers and having casual conversations and having casual conversations with other YouTubers, what it ends up doing is it's not camaraderie. You get unfairly aligned with other people, and because that person is sharing an opinion about you, the audience is going to think that you co-sign everything that this person does and you agree with everything that this person does, and that's just not true. I think that most people can, most people have the critical thinking skills to say, well, this person's sharing an opinion about this creator, but that doesn't mean that the creator, is best friends with this person or some kind of co-signer to everything that's being said here. I have no control of what other people say about me. I decided to put my, part of my life out onto YouTube, and those who have an opinion, whether it's good or bad, are going to share those opinions. I have no control over that. I've made it a point to be very cordial with people when they reach out to me, and anyone that wants to have a conversation with me, I've had conversations with. Am I talking to people every single day or even multiple times a week? No, I'm not. I felt like as a creator, it was a good thing for me to incorporate responding to people. I want subscribers to know that they're heard, and, having that open line of communication is something that I felt I could provide, and I like talking to my subscribers. It's unfortunate that it gets twisted into something that it's not, and that's just part of the gig, I guess. But I'm here to tell you that what someone says about me, if it's positive, has nothing to do with me being in control of that content. People will say whatever it is that they want to say. Someone could come out with a YouTube video and say that they knew me in high school and we were friends and all this kind of stuff, and I could see that person and say, I don't know who the hell that person is and I don't know what they're talking about. So things get very muddy, and they can just get out of control very quickly. And unfortunately, I've had to reevaluate if I want to carry on conversations with subscribers, because I also never want one person to feel more important than the other. That's why I just respond to everybody. And if you're talking to me, I'll talk to you. And if you're not talking to me, I'm not going to talk to you. It's that kind of thing. There's no conspiracies being built behind the scenes or really insane conversations happening behind some curtain where, we're huddled up in a circle, and it's gotten far too out of control. So I want to make it very clear that if someone makes a video about me in a positive light, okay. If someone makes one in a negative light, okay. That's part of having a platform. I don't appreciate, and this is something I've always had an issue with, I don't like other people speaking for me, and I've never asked anyone to speak for me, and I don't ever see myself asking for it, because that's just not who I am. So if someone wants to say something about me, they're gonna say it. And it has nothing to do with me sending other people to do dirty work or anything like this. The conspiracies that I have heard with no facts and no evidence and no proof that these are happening is absolutely insane to me. It seems like some people have way too much time on their hands, and I'm not here to orchestrate anything. I am not here to align myself with one person instead of the other. And maybe that's been a downfall of mine, that I've been cordial with people that reach out to me, but I've learned my lesson and I'm moving on. So, that kind of sucks for other people that might want to have conversations with me, but we're just going to have to keep it really surface level. I don't appreciate being painted as some sort of orchestrator of, people making videos in a positive light, or, anything else, comments or whatever. I don't appreciate that, and there's never been a shred of proof or evidence to show that I'm, like Dr. Evil behind the scenes. It's just all assumptions and hearsay. Have I had casual conversations with people that contact me? Yes, I have. There has never been any bargaining or negotiating in order for a video to be made or a comment to be made, because what I want to speak about, I will speak about, and I will address the things that I want to address, and all of the other nonsense, I keep it off my channel, because that's not what I'm here for. I am not here to have conflict for content. I stay over here, I stay in my lane, I'm nice to those who, want to be nice to me, and aside from that, I'm here to make content for my subscribers, point blank, period. And moving along with the Kalistacat part of this video. Kalistacat is one of the subscribers that had, reached out to me, and we struck up a conversation. She was nice to me, I was nice to her. She saw some things that she didn't care for, so she made a video, and she shared her feelings about things that she was seeing from a subscriber seat. There are several YouTubers that start their channels because they were subscribers that saw something that they either liked or they didn't like, and they decide to speak on it. So, as far as her making a video sharing what she was seeing as a subscriber, that's not something that's unheard of. That's not something that is weird or odd. It's just part of YouTube, and it's very normal. Fast forward a little while, and Kalistacat ended up making a video that was not very tasteful in my personal opinion regarding a couple of other YouTubers. And I think one of the biggest mistakes that I've made is leaving a comment of support on a video that maybe I don't agree with every single thing that was said in that video, but by me leaving a comment, a lot of people take that as, oh, you must support every single thing that was said in said video if you left a comment. And it's not looked at where I appreciate the work that this person might have put into their channel, so I'm going to leave a comment for them. But that doesn't mean that I co-sign everything that is being said in this specific video. And maybe that's the way that I look at it, and other people don't look at it that way, and that's all good. But that being said, that is also why I will no longer be leaving any comments on any videos, whether I agree or disagree with them, because unfortunately, when someone sees a comment left on a video, they automatically assume that this person gives their full stamp of approval on everything that was said, and that's just not the case. In order to avoid that situation, I will no longer be leaving comments on any YouTube video going forward. Moving a little further ahead, Kalistacat did put out a video claiming that she was blackmailed. And here's my thing. You can say whatever you want about shady comments, liking comments, leaving comments that are shady or, you know, not in good taste. Unfortunately, that's just part of YouTube. You know, does it suck sometimes? Yeah, it does. But when, you know, I talk all the time about going real life, and there are just certain things that don't belong on the internet. And when you think of blackmail, that is really scary. So here's my kind of view on, if you're going to put a video out saying that you were blackmailed, then it should be shown proof. That's my personal opinion. Now, not everyone's going to look at it that way. And, you know, I think that there are some things that might be able to be said that are more lighthearted, where a receipt isn't necessarily required. But when we're talking about something as serious as blackmail, you know, harassment, those kinds of things, I do think that there should be some sort of evidence presented. Now, Kalistacat did have her piece of evidence, and I contacted her after I saw that video, because I saw someone who was hurting, not maybe in the best place mentally, and not really happy. So that video came out claiming the blackmail, no receipt was given, and, you know, things were quiet for a while. You know, like I said before, I don't talk to anyone on a really consistent basis, and Kalistacat's definitely not someone that I talk to on a regular basis. Whether or not anyone wants to believe that, it's the truth. I don't talk to anyone on a consistent basis. I just don't talk to anyone on a consistent basis. If someone's going to contact me, well, you know, go back and forth for a couple of minutes, and then until they contact me again, that's pretty much it. But some time went by, and the blackmail issue with Kalista is being brought back up. And, you know, no matter what kind of video is made, because I made the choice to leave a comment supporting Kalista, my name is in the middle of this. And, you know, if we're gonna place blame, let's blame the correct party. That's always been my thing. Anytime an issue comes up, it shouldn't just be let's shift the blame and let's, you know, put this on someone who just so happened to leave a comment or be in the conversation or in the live stream. If something took place, let's make sure that blame is placed on the correct party. You know, am I surprised that I'm being blamed? No, because unfortunately, this is a group of creators that do not like me, and I do not like them. That's well known. It's not a surprise. But at the end of the day, I believe that a claim such as blackmail should be proven. And I told Kalista that she should make a video. I said, make a video, show your proof, and then keep it moving, because this is not good. It is in fact very bad. And you know, as someone who also has a channel, I was giving her my unfiltered, unsolicited advice as someone who you I feel like I was looking at the situation from a fair stance, and I encouraged her to do the right thing. Show your proof and move on. Now, instead of doing that, and I'm not saying that people have to do what I'm, encouraging them to do, instead of doing that, she decided to delete everything off of her YouTube channel. And when I inquired about this, because I was like, oh, that's really crazy. I was kind of hoping that, this could come to a close and everyone could move on with their channels. The drama has just gotten, I don't even want to call it drama, because it is in fact more than that when you're making these egregious claims. It's a lot more than drama. So I correct myself. When I inquired about where all of her content went, she decided to say, I deleted everything. I can't handle the stress of it all right now. I spoke to an attorney about everything as well, and he advised me that I not post anything more about it. I'm not cut out for YouTube, so on. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. So obviously, I have a couple of questions there. If Kalistacat's in law school, I'm not sure why she would, need an attorney if she is so familiar with the law. It's almost like you can provide advice to yourself once you're experienced, but that's here nor there. My stance has always been, you don't make a storm and then run away. And in my opinion, that is what Kalistacat has done. And the only reason I'm speaking on this is because blame is being shifted. If there is someone who needed to provide answers and proof, it would have been Kalista. I didn't respond to her, and the last message from her was, everybody in real life is telling me to cut my losses and let it go so they don't retaliate against me further. And whatever, everyone in real life, that's here nor there. The problem that I have with this is you don't create such an egregious situation and then run away from it. And the only reason that I'm speaking about this is because, unfortunately, because I made the decision to leave a comment supporting this person, I am somehow being blamed for the mess. And if that is not the most unfair nonsense that you've heard of this year, then I don't know what is. It's ridiculous. I did feel like Kalista had a little bit of potential. I thought that she could, really become a little bit more consistent on YouTube. No, I didn't agree with everything that she said, but I did leave a couple of comments supporting her on videos and taking accountability for what my part in this would be. It would be leaving comments supporting someone who has now created a mess and run away from the internet, and all of the downfall is just here among us, and it sucks. It is really unfortunate that this has happened, but I also think that it's shown me a couple of lessons that I can continue to utilize in my journey on YouTube, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not ever running away from my channel. I'm not ever going to create a circus and then run, because it's not the right thing to do. You make a claim that is that big, you back it up with a receipt, and even if it's not that same day, it could have come later, because it's the right thing to do. And she decided to take an alternate route. So I am here to say that I will take accountability for my part in this, and my part in this would have been being friendly to someone who had a YouTube channel, leaving a couple of comments supporting someone who I felt like needed supporting. And unfortunately, in the long run, it did nothing, because now all of this downfall is here. This is the only time that I'm going to talk about this. It's just insane to me. I don't understand how anyone can just run away. I really don't understand that. Maybe I take my channel more serious than other people do. But that's a massive letdown for all of the people who subscribed and supported along the way. You know, I don't think that people ask for a whole lot, but when you're given the opportunity to do the right thing and you're given months to, you know, come to the table and do the right thing, and you still don't, and then you delete all of your videos and run away from YouTube, I don't get that. If someone can help me understand that, please feel free to elaborate down below. But as far as any video that Kalista made, I had nothing to do with it. I don't control her content. I don't control her channel. Did we have a couple conversations in DMs? Yes, we did. Was it anything that was elaborate or a scheme or a plan? Never, not once. And for those saying that it was a plan, it was a scheme, you know, everything's going on behind the scenes, where's the proof? If we're going to stand on the hill of receipts or it didn't happen, then where are the receipts that I am an orchestrator of everything bad on YouTube? To close out this video, I want to acknowledge my own comments section. There have been a couple of comments that I have liked that maybe weren't in the best taste. And is that the right thing to do? No. Is it the worst thing to do? Absolutely not. You know, I roll through my comments and I like comments in order to acknowledge that the person left the comment. That is, again, not me saying, oh, I love this comment, I agree with everything. Unless I say that, then that's not what liking a comment equates to, at least in my mind. So if I have ever liked a comment that hurt somebody's feelings, I apologize. But I also know that there have been many things said about me directly from others' mouths. They have been terrible. And there's never been an apology issued for that. And what about the comments about me on other people's channels, degrading my looks, calling me horrible names? And other creators are liking that. So I think instead of focusing on petty comments, let's focus on the bigger issue, and that is, in my personal opinion, making a claim such as blackmail and having an opportunity to do the right thing, and instead of doing the right thing, you run away from the internet and you leave a trail of destruction for others to try to, you know, sort through. To finish this video, I just want to say I acknowledge that I might lose a few subscribers because it might seem like I'm anti-Kalistacat. I'm not anti-Kalistacat. I am anti-Kalistacat's behavior, and she should have done the right thing. I'm really truly not anti anyone on this platform. I'm anti people's actions and their behaviors. And there have been so many videos made and comments made about just stupid opinions, stupid nonsense about what people think about me. I'm a snob, I'm annoying, I'm boring. That's the kind of stuff that I choose to not focus on because it's not worth my time. But when it comes to something like this is worth my time because I'm being blamed for stuff that I have nothing to do with and I have no control over. And if you're going to say that I have control over something, prove it. Because it's not true. I cannot help what other people say. Not now, not a month ago, not a year ago, not a year from now. I control my channel, my content, and what comes out of my mouth. So either way, those are going to be my thoughts for now. You guys can feel free to leave yours down below. You know, I apologize. This is a little different than my normal content. This is something that I typically choose to not feed into. But unfortunately, you know, I can only be unfairly aligned and unfairly blamed for things for so long before I have to speak up for myself. And, you know, if we're gonna place blame, let's make sure it's on the right person and not just coming up with conspiracies about who's talking to who and who's friends with who. I'm not friends with anyone. I am friends with me, my dog, and my boyfriend. I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. I am not friends with anyone. Have I been friendly with people? Cordial? Sure. I'm not friends with anyone. Period. But anyway, again, I do apologize that this is a little bit different for me, but you know, I'm tired. I'm tired of the nonsense. I'm tired of blaming the incorrect people and saying that, you know, some are just doing all the conspiracies behind the scenes to create videos and stuff. It's insane to me, the things that people will just believe. And, you know, if you don't like me and you don't like my content, that's okay. But as far as trying to put me in the epicenter of something this serious, I have to defend myself. It is completely unfair. Have I left a couple of comments supporting Kalista? Yeah. Have I hearted a couple shady comments that maybe aren't too tasteful? I have. But what comes out of my mouth is what matters. The videos that I make, the comments that I type out myself, because nobody else is my mouthpiece. Not now, not ever, period. So either way, for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.